Hey guys, I'm going to go over the answers for the graphic organizer. So if you remember, the Columbian Exchange is just that exchange of ideas, um, animals, plants, technology. So I just want to remind you of where that was taking place. So there again, we have the Old World, which was in Europe and Africa, and then the New World, which is North America and South America. Now, please don't forget that Africa was included in this exchange, even though we focus mainly on Europe and the New World, um, North America and South America. It does also include Africa, and of course, one of the things that Africa exchanged involuntarily were humans or slaves. Okay, so we are going to go over there again the food, animals, technology, and diseases. So the first one we're going to look at is food. So our food. Now, when I write this in the New World, these are the things that the New World gave to the Old World. So the Old World didn't have these yet until the New World gave them to you. Okay? So we're going to have tobacco, pumpkin, tomatoes, potatoes, both sweet and red and white, squash. I should have wrote that in a different color. Cacao, which is chocolate, beans, legumes, which is kind of like beans, pineapple. Let's see, did I forget any? Oh, avocado and peppers. Oh, I should have moved it. Okay. So for our animals, we actually only had two animals for this, and that's going to be our turkey and our llama. For those of you that had me last year, if you remember, we actually did something on this, and we actually drew the turkey in our notebook. Okay, and then for technology, some of you had a hard time with this. Technology, there was just no formal written alphabet. They did learn English, but that was only so they could trade. And then, of course, their weapons were inferior. And then they did sustenance farming. Now, sustenance farming is just when you farm enough to help your family survive, and that's it. You don't make any more crops than that. And of course, diseases. There weren't a lot of diseases. I know some of you put none. So syphilis was one of the diseases that some people think the New World sent over to the Old World. So if you didn't put it, that's fine. However, I would put it in there just to be on the safe side. Okay, and then we're going to go over to our Old World. So for food, so there again, this food is the food that they gave to the New World. So when they were coming over this way, they brought it with them. Okay, so Old World. One of my favorite things to eat is cooked onions. I know I'm a weirdo, but I love onions. Of course, citrus fruits. Yeah. Sugarcane, honey. Of course, we have wheat, rice, barley. Oh, let's see if we got olives, turnips. Coffee, peaches, pears. Now, I did notice that some of you Googled this stuff instead of watching the video. So the stuff you have might be different than what I have. Just make sure that you understand that if I'm given a test, the information I'm going to use is this information, not what Google tells you, okay? Animals, there were four So cattle is just a bunch of cows, pigs, horses, and sheep. Okay. And so for their technology, they did actually have a written language. Their weapons were stronger. And of course, they had new farming techniques like the enclosure movement that allowed them to grow a lot of crops, and they could use those extra crops for money or for a profit. Why didn't y'all tell me? Oh, why didn't y'all tell me? You're not in class. All right, so for diseases, there are actually quite a few. So we have smallpox, um, typhus, malaria, diphtheria, measles, whooping cough. Is that it? Influenza, which is just the flu. And guys, if you didn't add it to this, make sure you add that diseases killed more Indians than combat did. Okay? So I hope this helps. If you need more help with this, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you later. Have a great weekend.